crafters, this is Raquel with Paints and Glitter, and I welcome you to my channel. Today I am presenting to you some crafts made with items from Beebeecraft, and I'm going to begin by showing you the items, and then I'll show you how I've incorporated them into my crafting. The first thing was the ribbon crimp ends. I did share these in the haul video that I did, but I'm going to show you here. I just have them in these little cases that they come in, and this is what it looks like. And as you can see, there is a hoop there at the end, and it does also have almost like a checker board pattern, or a basket weave pattern is probably a better way to describe that. And they're quite small, as you can see there, but you do get quite a bit, and they are the stainless steel ribbon crimp ends. I've also used the jump rings, and these are brass open jump rings, and you get a ton of these, as you can see there, quite a bit, and they do come in all different sizes. So to show you what these look like, they have both pink and white little charms there that are both the heart lock and the little keys, and they're absolutely adorable. Very small, but very great size for making dangles for any of your projects or any little jewelry projects you might have. What I wanted to show you is how I use the ribbon crimp end here, and hopefully you can see it, but it is holding all of these fibers here that I've added to the sides of the camera, as well as some little charms. Right here you can see you can add the brass jump ring, and then I've added some other little charms, which here is the little key, and you can see the back is gold and then the front there is white. And again, you see that crimp end here holding the fibers. Then what I did was that I used some regular gold tone brads, and I inserted them into the side of this little camera. So I just used my crocodile to poke a little hole on the sides here and inserted the little brads that are now holding that charm right onto the side of the camera there, and it just adds a sweet little touch of the handle of my little camera being made of colorful fibers instead of paper. Here in the same fashion, I've created another elaborate dangle just for the spine of my mini album, and what you see here is that I've incorporated it onto the spine by using a jumbo paper clip. This I've adhered to the spine of my book, and on here I've also added the same type of ring. Here you see a closer view of that, and that is holding the fibers. And I also went ahead and made a special little dangle here. What I did was that I took strips of the paper from the collection and I created paper beads. This is old school crafting here, and I've added them onto this. And I also went ahead and of course added a bunch of little beads by using those golden jump rings and some other items here from my stash, little hishi beads, clear beads, the other little hearts that I had from another haul that I did. To show you the mini album, I can show you here the collection that I used was the Buenos Días by Obed Marshall. I really liked this paper collection, and I had picked it up, and sadly it was sitting around waiting to be used, and I finally got it out. So all of the elements that you see here are from that collection. All I've done is use this little Polaroid type frame and made a shaker out of it, added some flowers and little enamel pieces from the collection, and this little camera. So all of the chipboard pieces, everything is from the same collection. And I'll just do a little flip through of the pages so you can see how I've done it. There's side pockets in this album. There are acetate pockets, well, at least one here. And then these little frames I cut out using the dies from the collection, as well as the little ice cream cones. This little piece, chipboard piece there, is also from the collection. And I designed this mini album on my own. I did not use anyone's tutorial, but if you watch plenty of, bookmaking videos and that sort of thing throughout the years, you start picking up different ways of making pages that might just suit your taste. And here I just wanted to do something very simple. Here's the title of the paper collection, Buenos Días, in case you need to see that. And again, all of the papers coordinate, of course, beautifully. And there's plenty of interactive pages here where I can now place photos of vacation time or just happy times with my family. And I love this paper collection because it reminded me of my island of sunny Puerto Rico where I was born, and now I can have a place here to add some beautiful pictures. This, by the way, comes out because I used the chipboard piece and just added the same acetate that comes with the collection as a background there so that I could make a little pocket to add pictures. I also love that this is a bilingual paper collection, and as a Spanish speaker, that just appeals to me a whole lot, of course. So here's some other little pieces that I've just tucked into the pockets here. On this page, I decided to make it a little more interactive, so I created this little collage here, but it does open the page, and it does open with Velcro. And then here is a little 3D scene that I created using dies from the collection, and it says momentos, which means moments. And then I just went ahead and made like a little hill there, and the little car that I just thought was so adorable from this collection is just sitting there, and it pops up once you open that page. Up here is just a little sticker that says sunshine, and there you see the little Velcro dot. Then the next page here is also interactive. I went ahead and added a little bow and little stars from the collection, and this does move up and down, and you can also open this page for more photo opportunities here, which I've just held on with washi tape for the moment until I decide which pictures go onto that particular page. It's a lot of fun to have little elements on pages that are interactive and have texture. Speaking of texture, here I've added a bunch of little blue diamond dots that just reflect the sunlight, and there's also the enamel hearts that came with the paper collection. You can get those separately, of course. It says love it, and I've taken some of the leftover pieces of paper and cut them to make this almost like a little skirt-like effect. And this page opens up with plenty of room there for pictures, of course. And last but not least is this page. It also has a little side pocket, and here I've used some of the elements from the collection, like the little floral arrow and the vintage radio. And then here I just have a little piece of paper to show that that does allow you to tuck in a picture. And last but not least is the back pocket here. It says me encanta, which means I love it. And there's a little ice cream cone that's just so cute, and more little pieces from the collection. I had so many left over that I could have filled every single page with so much more, but I just wanted a simple little book of memories, of course, and to showcase how I can use little elements to make it special. The last little sample I wanted to show you was actually an older mini album I had been working on, and I just had not come along to share it yet. But here is another way that you can use the little ribbon charms and all of that, and that is by adding a little lobster clasp here. I just connected it to a little floral element that I made using sequins and threads and all of that. And then these little gems here are also from Beebeecraft. All I did was that I adhered them onto a piece of ribbon, and as you can tell, you can make it completely different depending on what you use for the spine of your book. But here I've tied this up, as you can tell there, and this is just using another Tonic Studios die set that I have in my stash, and I made the little book. I think I shared the book in a video, I don't recall now. I just hadn't shared the spine, but that's just using papers from my own digital collection, and it's very simple and sweet. So there's that. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. All the links down below in the description bar of this video will allow you to shop both at Beebeecraft and other stores where I have picked up some of the items you may see here. Be inspired and be blessed, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.